Hello everyone, my name is Sandra Salazar and today I will be presenting my 12-month annual training plan. Okay, so athlete profile and goals. Liz is a 25-year-old intermediate recreational runner, and her main goal is to improve her 5K and 10K race times. A very important factor in designing this program or designing her training is the history with runner's knee. She has runner's knee. This is also known as patellofemoral pain syndrome, and because of this, the program isn't just focused on improving her speed. It's also focused on injury prevention and correcting her form or whatever she's doing wrong. And yeah. And also, if we improve her joint stability and correct these exercises, she will be able to actually follow the plan throughout the whole year and not have to wait because of an injury. Okay, so needs analysis. Running mainly happens in the sagittal plane, and it relies a lot on the oxidative energy system. It obviously also involves repetitive stress on the lower body and especially through eccentric loading. So, because of this, my main goal for this project was to increase her lower body strength and to improve economy and also having like stronger glutes and quads in order to support the proper knee alignment. And this all of this will reduce the injury risk. Okay. So, testing and evaluation. It is really important to perform this so we can have a baseline for what we're going to do and what we're working on. So, I use these three tests. I used the 1.5 mile run, and this was basically to estimate the VO2 max and also know her aerobic fitness level. And I also use the 1 RM back squat. Um, Even though she's a runner, her maximal strength is very important because when we increase the strength, each stride that she's taking when she's running, it will require less effort. So this will help improve her endurance and delay the fatigue during races. And I also use the plank, and this is because by having a nice strong core, her running will be much easier and she will have a better posture when it comes to running. So here I have my monthly macro cycle overview. And as you can see, it is divided into four phases. It's gonna have the off season, the preseason, and the in season and the transition period. And right here for January through March, I have off season, and our goal is gonna be hypertrophy and base strength. I'm sorry. The volume is gonna be on the higher side, and the intensity is gonna be low to moderate. Then for April to through June, we have off season again, and our goal is gonna be maximal strength. The volume is gonna increase, so it's gonna be moderate, and intensity is gonna be higher. Then we have July and August, and our phase is gonna be preseason. Our goal is gonna be strength and power. So now we are adding power to our goal, and the volume is gonna reduce, so it's gonna be lower. Our intensity is gonna be higher, very high. Then we have September through October, and this is gonna be our season, so it's gonna be in season. And our goal is gonna be maintenance. So we want to maintain that weight, the weight that we were lifting, and we also want to maintain the power and strength, right? But right here we're gonna be adding racing, so we are also gonna focus on races. Our volume is gonna be very low, and the intensity is gonna be very high. Then November, we have the postseason. So this means that the races we are done with the races, and our goal is going to be active recovery. So it's going to be very slow movements. We want to give Liz a break from all of this stress. So the volume is going to be low, intensity is also going to be low. Then when it comes to December, we're gonna be off season again. So we're just gonna do like general prep. The volume's gonna increase, it's gonna get higher, and then intensity is gonna be low as well. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about the mesocycle and the mesocycle during the off season. So we want to focus on hypertrophy and general strength, as I showed you in the table. And she's gonna perform about I mean, 3 sets of 10 reps for exercises like back squats, Romanian deadlifts, and this higher volume will help her build muscle to protect her joints, especially the joint the the joints of her knees. And we're also going to include exercises like banded monster walks, and this will help strengthen her glute medius, which is key for her hip stability during running. We also want to make progress during this. So we're going to increase the weight by 2 to 5% once she can perform the 2 extra reps of her last set. And then we're gonna have the mesocycle during the in season. So, in contrast to during the off season, she's gonna be running more, and she's also gonna be competing in different type of races. So we are gonna reduce the strength training to about 2 sessions per week, and we're also gonna lower the volume. So instead of doing 3 sets, we're gonna 3 to 4 sets. We're gonna do like 1 or 2 sets per exercise. And the goal here is to maintain strength without causing fatigue or soreness. Because if she's too sore, she's not gonna be able to run as good as she might be able to. And we also want to focus on quality. So we don't want to have we don't want her to be doing a lot of things like lifting a lot of weight and doing a lot of reps and also running a lot of distance. No, we want quality over quantity. Okay, so now we are moving to my scientific justification. So this is what I used to make mostly of my paper, of my training program. So I basically use the 3 key principles of the NSCA. So first, I use the SAID principle. This is the specific adaptation to impose demands. So this means that the exercises that I chose, uh, they match the demands of running. So there's a backup for them. For the second one, I use the 2 to 4 2 rule, and this will help with progression. So when she's lifting weight, if she can perform 2 extra reps for 2 sessions in a row, she's gonna be able to weight a little bit more to lift. I'm sorry, she's gonna be able to lift a little bit more weight just like 2 to 5%, but she has to increase the weight she's doing. And finally, for every session, we start with ramp. So this is a warm up, and it is basically raise, activate, mobilize, and potentiate. And this is to properly prepare her body for training. And then I'm just gonna talk to you about how this project helped me. So it basically showed me that strength and conditioning is about more than just workouts, and it is like a long term planning, and there's a lot of things behind it, a lot. And it also helped me understand that some workouts are not just to gain more strength or to be faster, but they are to help with injuries and with competition schedules. And I feel more confident when it comes to using evidence-based strategies to help athletes reach their goals safely and effective. So it was a very fun project, and I think it is very helpful. So thank you for your time, and I look forward to the discussion. Thank you.